Okay, so now that we talked about our non-routine items and our routine items, let's talk about our calendar and how to set it up and what to include on the calendar. Okay, so what I've done here is I've printed out my calendar to show you guys exactly what it looks like and how I use my calendar. So just like you would do with the master to-do list, you need to figure out if you're going to use either a paper calendar or a digital calendar. Now, like I said before, I love paper, I love writing things down and just having that control. I like that, that's just me. But with a calendar, I love the flexibility of having other people be able to see all your appointments, your events, without having to actually tell someone oh, this is my agenda for the day. Having the flexibility to just have them check and know exactly what you're doing is nice. So for that reason, I use a digital calendar, and I use a digital calendar within Google. So I use the Gmail calendar. Okay, so this is my Gmail calendar. So it's one calendar, but it has 5 sub-calendars right here. So Alejandra Personal, that's my personal calendar. Alejandra.tv, that's work. Ed, editorial calendar, so this is everything I post on YouTube, our blog, Facebook, and then our joint calendar, which is everything that Ed and I do together, like our date nights or just dinners with friends and stuff. So I love how everything can be color-coded, so I know okay, anything with pink is an Alejandra personal thing that only I'm doing. So only I'm going to lunch with Angela on Thursday the 28th at 2, so it's in pink. And then anything in green is Ed's job, so trash day, so that's all him, so it's green. So for example, that's a weekly task, and he needs that's a weekly routine task, so he needs a weekly reminder to take the trash out. So he's got a pop-up reminder right here to do it at 8 a.m. And then anything in purple is our work stuff. So for example, I need to reconcile QuickBooks every single month. So that's going to be a pop-up reminder. Now, it doesn't have the difference between a solid bar and something like that is the solid bar doesn't have a time attached to it. It's just an all-day thing, and you'll get a reminder a day in advance. As opposed to this is at 10, and you'll get an hour in advance reminder and then a day of reminder. And then editorial calendar is red. So anything in red is what we're posting on the blog and Facebook and stuff. And what I like about this is our admin has access to this editorial calendar, so she can see what we're posting that day, and she can do all the updates that she needs to do. So it's just great with flexibility and setting permissions for other people to easily see what's going on and be updated. And then joint calendar is things that we do together. So we're both going to dinner and bowling with Chris on Saturday. So yeah, that's just things that we do together. Okay, so something else you can do when you're using your calendar is add lots of reminders. If you are somebody who forgets about things, it goes in one ear, out the other ear, add a calendar reminder. That's the great thing about digital calendars. You can add pop-up reminders. So for things that we talked about that you're going to do on a monthly or quarterly basis, that you just need a reminder, put it in your calendar and have it remind you a week in advance or a day in advance and then the day of, so you make sure you actually complete it. And it's also a good idea to put a reminder the day after it was completed. So if for whatever reason you didn't get it done, you're still going to get a reminder the next day to just check in with you and just make sure that you did it. And if you didn't, then that's your chance to do it again. So reminders are great for that reason.